Good morning. Welcome to the show, everybody. It is 9:42 a.m. That's Central Time. Oh, man. Got some updates for you all, at least here for your, in the States. We'll get right into it. If you are on disability or SSI or anything like that, and you don't normally file taxes, or if you haven't filed your taxes, and you have children under 17, or 17 and under, I think the language on it said 17 and under. So yeah, anyway, if you were thinking that you were going to be getting the extra $500 for your kid or kids, you actually need to do something. You need to go to the irs.gov website and let them know that you've also got a kid that you have, because if not, then you're just going to get the $1,200 and that's it. You're not going to get the extra $500 for each of your children. Again, that's if you are on SSI, retirement, that sort of stuff. So make sure you all head over there and update your info if you need to. If you don't need to, then you're fine. Oh boy. Let me switch my, where is my, there it is. There we go. Okay. So, lots of other interesting news. It's safe to say that the human malware and the various potential vaccines that are in the works right now, obviously still not ready. It'll be some time before they're ready. So, yeah, don't plan on there being a vaccine anytime soon. If we get a vaccine within the next couple of months, I'll be surprised. Pleasantly surprised, but surprised nonetheless. Big update on everybody who was thinking that hydrochloroquine was going to be the big answer. It's not. I still see people arguing that it is. It's not. I promise you it's not. If you don't believe me, call your doctor. Ask them. They're the professional. What I'm basing my information on is the dozens, literally, of news reports out there, excuse me, that have confirmed that no, hydrochloroquine is not going to be the answer. A lot of people don't understand exactly how that medication works. The way it works, and I did have to read up on this because obviously I don't just know. Basically, what happens here is the human malware, once it gets into you, with some patients, not all, with some patients it causes something called, oh hello Amber, it causes something called a cytokine storm, which is basically when your body freaks out and starts attacking itself, its own healthy cells, therefore making it hard for you to recover, because your body is essentially not only attacking the virus, but it's attacking yourself, and so that's a bad thing. Hydrochloroquine treats cytokine storm. Okay, it is if you just look at the medication in and of itself, it is used to treat stuff like lupus, which is an autoimmune disease. So it basically takes your immune system and kind of dials it down a little bit. So it helps in the treatment of that. And when the human malware causes your body to go into cytokine storm, that's when hydrochloroquine can actually be helpful. Okay. It does not, again, it does not treat COVID-19. It does not. Okay? So anybody who's still trying to sell you that story about how, oh, hydrochloroquine's going to be the best, and it's not. Okay, it's just not. It is kind of a last-ditch effort. Like if somebody's in really bad trouble and they're on their last leg, and they're already intubated and they're having a hard time, it looks like they're not going to make it, and they have gone into cytokine storm. That might be the time to use hydrochloroquine, but only then. And again, the doctor is going to be the one making the call on that, not you, because again, hydrochloroquine does not treat the virus itself. It does not. So please, if anybody is out there still thinking that, please stop telling people that. You're going to really screw things up. So I hope that informs all of you who are thinking that hydrochloroquine is going to be this amazing drug. It's not. Even if they do give you the hydrochloroquine, there are still tons of side effects that are. It's not just like, oh well, my side effect was a cough or it makes me sneeze. No, 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 no. Hydrochloroquine has some very serious side effects. Heart arrhythmia is probably the biggest one. Essentially, it can make your heart start beating all kinds of weird. It can even make your heart stop. So, yeah, death is a side effect. I laugh at that, but it's true. So, yes, that is why so many doctors out there have pushed back on the idea that hydrochloroquine was going to be this miracle cure, because it's not. You have to weigh, you have to weigh the risks and the benefits. It's like with taking any medication. In most cases, your doc puts you on a medication. They've already thought about that. They've already thought, okay, my patient has this problem. I can give them this medication, but how will they handle the side effects? And if your doctor does give you that medication, then they have already made that decision. Okay, I think the benefits of them taking that drug far outweigh the side effects. Plus, with a lot of medications out there, usually you'll get some side effects like the first week or two, depending on the medication, obviously. But then your body will adjust and you get used to it, and then you just don't see it anymore. Of course, that's not how it always works. But again, like I said, that's for your doctor to decide, not for you. Unless you are a doctor, then yeah, I wouldn't do that. News on the home front. I will talk about that in a moment here, Trey. News on the home front. I'm annoyed. I have somebody that has their own cleaning business, a friend of mine, and I've mentioned this before. I wanted to get a new vacuum cleaner, and so I'm like, okay, I want a new vacuum cleaner. I want a good one, but I don't want to spend a ton of money. So which one should I get? And I was like, I was very, I said I have to stay in a budget, but I want something that's, I wanted something that's going to last me. And so I won't mention her name, but she's like, you need to buy this one. And I'm like, okay. And I looked into it. I checked out the reviews. It was a Black & Decker swivel. I think it was, yeah, Black & Decker swivel vacuum cleaner. Found one, and it was only $80. Brand new, everything. I was like, oh, that's cool. That's not bad. Let's buy that. So I buy it. And I gotta tell you, it's not working. It's not working at all. It's terrible. It is horrible. It is so bad that it's not even here yet. Seriously, I ordered it like a week and a half ago, and it's still not here. Yeah, I know. But yeah, I actually did order that vacuum, and it's still not here. I'm getting a little bugged. It's like, man, come on, man, you're ruining my cleaning buzz here, man. I was all getting crazy, like, let's clean, and now it's been like a week, and it's like, okay, I don't know if I want to clean anymore. On the flip side, I did get, here, I'm actually playing with these. You can probably hear me playing with them. I got these. You're like, what is that? And you probably can't, well, obviously you can't see it. But I ordered a couple of guitar pickup covers. And they came today, and they're actually not bad. These are steel, and for those of you who don't know much about guitars, obviously the pickups are what pick up the sound coming from your strings, and certain types of pickups already come with covers, and some don't. And so I got a couple of covers to put on my humbuckers because I think it makes it look a lot cleaner, and they actually look okay. I do need to polish them up though. Gonna install these probably in a couple days. The reason I have to wait for that is because you don't just stick them on. You have to apply certain stuff to them. Basically, you have to apply some sort of like a cushioning compound, I guess you could say, like something like a beeswax. Something that You could put in there and doesn't dry out too fast, and it kind of absorbs vibration, that sort of stuff. And I don't have that right now. So, and I completely didn't even think to order it when I ordered these. So I need to get some beeswax or some stuff like that. Spending $1,200, dude. These covers cost me $8. These are not. I mean, there are expensive ones out there. There are very expensive ones out there, but these are fine. And even then, it's not like I'm sticking these on like a Gibson, you know. My electric guitar, it's just an Ibanez. It's nothing super fancy. I'd love to have a Gibson guitar, absolutely love it, but it's not. It doesn't make much sense for me. Because why am I gonna drop $1,000 on a guitar that I play a couple times a month? Makes no sense. So an Ibanez is fine. It's my guitar. I think I got my guitar used. But usually it's like a $150-$200 guitar. It's not expensive. Speaking of, you don't speak guitar at all. Okay. I'll start playing some games here just so I don't bore you all to death. But yes, the Senate passed a $500 billion stimulus package that is designed for small business. Because, as some of you all may know, a lot of businesses that aren't really that small have been getting those loans. And unfortunately, because a lot of businesses that don't necessarily need the money went and snatched up those loans because they were like, hey, free money. The money that had initially been set aside for actual small businesses got eaten up really quickly. So they had to go and pass another $500 billion. And I mean, I understand they need to get this stuff out quick, but they need to regulate this stuff better, man. There's a lot of companies out there that just don't need the money, but they're getting these loans. One, not necessarily a company, but this was a school that got the loan. Harvard University. I'm sure all of you are aware of Harvard. It is probably the most famous school in the United States, if not the world. And they got a loan. And I have to say this, I will give our fearless leader credit on this. Even he was like, why is Harvard getting a loan? They have, no joke, it's been widely reported, Harvard has a $40 billion, with a B, $billion endowment. Basically, that's cash on hand that they have. It's just cash that they have. That they have in reserve. Yet they went out and decided, hey, let's go get some of that loan money. Oh, not no moment to cross out. Oh. Even my Switch is like, no, not no moment to cross out, crash. Dang it. All right, let's try this again. But yeah, they've got a $40 billion endowment. They are definitely not in need of any money. Yet they went and got a loan. And like I said, I gotta give credit where credit's due. The fearless leader, even he was like, I don't know why they're getting a loan. They don't need to. And he said straight up, he said they need to return it. Now, will they actually return it? I don't know. I mean, you would think a company or a school with a $40 billion endowment wouldn't really need the money. But at the same time, they were probably hoping that they would fly under the radar and nobody would say anything. But now that they are, I kind of think that they might just keep it anyway. Because, I mean, when all is said and done, I don't think many people are going to remember it. I don't think they're going to remember it. 6 months from now, no one's going to be talking about it. So, yeah. I think Harvard says, screw it, weather the storm. $10 million is $10 million. Let people write their stories. I mean, heck, even a month from now, I bet people won't remember. So yeah, Harvard did that. Yes, as Amber was saying, Ruth's Chris. That's another company. I read about that a little bit. They don't have as much money, obviously, as Harvard does, and they are not a massive company by any means. That's one thing I remember taking from the article I read on Ruth's Chris. They're not a massive company, but they do have reserves. So it was a little odd to see them go and get a loan. I don't know if they were going to return it. I don't know how that was working out, but I do know that they got lambasted in a couple of articles. So who knows what's going to happen there. Taco Cabana I had not heard of. I'd not heard that Taco Cabana had done anything. So I don't know what's going on with them. But yeah, it's bugging me. And I actually read a post by somebody who has an actual small business. And this is what he essentially said. I can kind of paraphrase it here for you. I don't remember the exact wording. We'll go with paraphrasing because I don't have time to go look it up right now. I can go look it up. In fact, would you all rather I go look it up? I can read it word for word because the way that, it probably is a good idea that I look it up. Because I want to read it for you word for word because it makes such a good point on what's happening here. Let me see if I can locate it. Not that. Oh, here we go. The name of this post is entitled "Fuck Kemp," as in Governor Kemp. I believe that's in Georgia. Okay, this is what this person says. They are unnamed because where it was posted, you can't post full names. So the name was redacted. But it says this. Here's the deal. Kemp mandates restaurants reopen, whether I reopen dining rooms or not. I file for business interruption insurance. It does not go through since I am, quote unquote, allowed to operate full capacity. My landlord can demand all their money since I am allowed to fully operate. Furloughed staff that is collecting unemployment insurance have to come back to work or I have to let them go. Their unemployment insurance then goes on my tab, meaning he ultimately has to pay for it. If things blow up again, they are still on my tab, not on the state's, since they are no longer employed. Guys, this is about screwing the working class and small business, not about helping us. Thank you so much to everyone that voted this malignant tumor into office. So, yeah, essentially what he's saying is this. Because, excuse me, I cannot clear my throat today. Because he is now technically allowed to open up. He either has to bring his furloughed workers back or he has to lay them off. Now, if they're furloughed, that basically means he can keep them as employees, but he doesn't have to assign them any hours or anything like that. So in that case, they can get their unemployment insurance because it's been stretched out to that. You can do that now. But since he is now mandated to open, it says that he has to bring those employees back. Oh, no, don't want to activate that. He has to bring those employees back, or he has to lay them off. And if he lays them off, that goes against him, ultimately. Basically meaning any kind of unemployment money they get since they are now officially laid off, he is on the hook for that. He has to pay that. So this is bad. It's very, very bad for him. It doesn't work out for him no matter how it goes. So yeah, things are not looking good at all for small businesses. Not only are they getting screwed on the loans, so many small businesses can't get loans because all the other companies who are ahead of the curve decided, oh, well, let's go and get this free money. screwed all the small guys out of the possibility of getting some actual help. So yeah, that's hey, that's America, right? I guess they need to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. Yeah, that's oh man, it's terrible. It's bad because one way or another, that small business is going to have to foot that bill. And of course, if they can't foot the bill, then what happens? They go out of business. That's all he can do. It's either bring those people back and try to deal with what's going on, basically putting himself and his employees at risk, or he lays them off so that they can be taken care of, but he gets stiffed with the bill. His business gets stuck with the bill. And so it's essentially a no-win situation for the guy. There's nothing he can really do. America. That's pretty much how it is right now. Yeah. It's been one of my unrealized dreams to own a business, and I don't mean just like, I mean, I've owned, like, technically I am in business for myself right now, but it's something completely different to, you know, have an actual shop, you know, where you drive to your shop, you have the keys, you open up the door, you man the counter, you know, maybe you've got a couple of employees, you know, and you open your door and people come in and buy products from you, whatever, that kind of business. Now, I don't want a grocery store. I've wanted a game store for so long, but a lot of game stores don't survive because there is a lot of competition. The margins are really small, and the rents are just way too high right now. But I think to myself, you know, I'm kind of glad I never, you know, sought that out. I'm glad I never went and tried to put that whole thing together, because if I did put that together right now, and or, you know, years ago, and I'm now dealing with this, I'd be out of business. I would be 100% out of business because I wouldn't have a choice. I would have to officially lay off my employees, at which point I would then take on all of that, you know, unemployment debt. And at that point, it's like, well, I can't do anything. So I would have to close up shop. And that sucks. I feel bad for all the mom and pop shops out there. I really do. Because they're dealing with the same thing. You know, I'm talking about mom and pop shops that have maybe 10, 15 employees at the most. You know, small businesses, like actual real small businesses. Dang it, I keep forgetting to activate my threatening roar and I just lost again. It's all because I'm trying to play this and talk to you guys at the same time. Okay, let's try that again. No. But yeah, I feel for all those people, man. They are having such a hard time, and they're gonna have to make very, very difficult decisions. It's either, I mean, and the thing is, they're screwed either way. No matter what, they're screwed. And I mean, it's literally, well, not literally, but figuratively stuck between a rock and a hard place, because you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. What are they supposed to do? I mean, I'm sure they don't want to, you know, ask their employees to come back to work and risk getting sick. And if only one person gets sick, then if you're working with a group of people, then the rest of those people are going to get sick. And I just, you know, it's rough, man. They're now making decisions that they really shouldn't have to make. But this is what it's coming to. feel bad for them, man. I really do. And if y'all were wondering about numbers, I can look up numbers too. As far as, yeah, I gotta kill this thing. Thank you. If you're wondering about numbers, let me look that up here real quick, just to give you all an update, just in case you all don't have the latest numbers here. Let me refresh my screen here. OnlyFans makes females money. Yeah, don't go to OnlyFans. Don't go there. Okay, latest numbers. Total cases worldwide: 2,586,966. Total deaths: 179,947. Recovered: 705,814. Now, this 705,000 you need to take with a grain of salt, because it is coming out more and more and more every day that China is claiming people are recovered when they're really not. Just essentially, what's happening in China is it's even worse than the United States, because in the United States, if you go to a hospital, the hospital is they're obligated to serve you, meaning that even if you don't have health insurance, they have to take care of you. You know, like if you're really ill and you go and you have no money, you have no insurance, they still have to care for you. They still have to, you know, put you in the hospital if needed and all that stuff. They have to do it. In China, they don't have laws like that. So in China, if you don't have any money, they can, and they do, just turn you away. They just say, no, sorry, we can't help you. Even if somebody is literally, you know, practically dying there on their floor, sorry, you don't have insurance, you don't have money, we won't take you. And people are saying that that's happening, obviously. So essentially, there are people there in China who are probably sick from the virus. They go to the hospital for help, but the hospital is turning them away. And so, one, those people who are being turned away don't get counted as cases. And two, if that person ends up dying, they don't get counted as a death either. Numbers. Total cases. United States, still number one, of course, because we are the best. USA, total cases, 820,273. New cases, 1,529. Total deaths, 45,430. That number's really starting to, I mean, the number's been looking bad for a while, but it's like every day it gets a little bit worse. New deaths, 112. In second is Spain, 208,000. Italy is almost 184,000. Then you got France, Germany, UK, Turkey, Iran, China. Russia has seen a massive surge. They are now at 57,999, plus, basically meaning their new cases. Their new cases are 5,236, and even that is apparently undercounted. So yeah, Russia has seen a massive surge. They are going to be right up there with the USA pretty soon. That's another thing, Dre. I'm glad you mentioned that. Yeah, apparently people from Africa who have been in China, you know, working and doing whatever, they are being turned away from restaurants. They are being evicted from their homes, and they are in some cases literally being left on the street because they can't get food from anywhere because nobody wants to serve them, because the Chinese government is saying that people from Africa are bringing the disease in, which is causing some really hardcore xenophobia and racism to spur. So yeah, there's that. Good old China, making sure everybody is misinformed, turning everybody racist. Oh my gosh, let me check. Let's see here. Let's take a look at the countries that people live in here. Netherlands for Mr. Moni, 34,842 total cases. Recently added 708. Total deaths in the Netherlands is 4,054. Let's see, where is Peloton? You guys are way down the list. I don't know if that's good or bad. Okay, I'm not. Where are they? Oh, here we go. Lebanon, 682 cases. An additional 5 cases have been added and 22 deaths. That's actually really good. Uh, Keep in mind that Lebanon obviously is a smaller country with a much smaller population. And based on the social upheaval that's happening there, um, who knows exactly if that number's right? We don't know. Other than that, Yemen has 1 case. Hooray, Yemen! They only have 1 case. That's it. And then, of course, other countries. And then the irony here is that a lot of the countries that are on the lower end of the list are African countries. So for China to say, "Oh, well, it's the Africans who are bringing the disease in here now," it's just stupid. um, Now I do have to mention that it's possible that a lot of African a lot of African countries do not have a lot of money, and so they probably don't have as many resources to test and whatnot. So I will give them that. So who knows exactly how many are coming in from Africa. South Africa, which does have a lot of money, they are making a real push. And didn't they do that whole thing where they banned alcohol? If I may be wrong about this, but I believe in South Africa they banned the sale of alcohol. And I get why they did it. I just don't think it's a good idea. And the reason I don't think it's a good idea is because people are just going to make their own alcohol. That's one thing. They're just going to make their own alcohol. And on top of that, yeah, we actually got to bring this guy. And on top of that, if you don't, I mean, I don't know. It's, how can I put this? I understand, like I said, I understand why they banned it, because unfortunately, and it's happening here in the US, where, you know, people are obviously having to spend a lot of time together. And unfortunately, sometimes people get a little violent when they've had too much to drink. So I think that's the reason why they're trying to ban alcohol, at least during this whole thing. But like I said, one, people who really want alcohol, they're gonna get alcohol. There's no way around it. I mean, it's not like they just, you know, removed all the alcohol from all the stores. They didn't do that. But yeah, it's not that hard, really. If you really want to drink, you can make your own alcohol at home. You can just ferment various types of fruit. It takes a little time, but if you've got some patience, you can get alcohol. So yeah, I'm not saying it's not worth it to try to prohibit it for the time being, but it's, I don't know. And people who don't get alcohol, who are maybe alcoholics, they may get violent, you know, anyway. Because think of it, you know, you get a drug addict who suddenly can't get their drug of choice. You know, what happens when they can't get their drug of choice? They freak out and they start doing stupid things. And of course, now we have to get onto the title. Alcoholics don't tend to have patience. Oh, I'm very aware of that. Oil. That's another big thing. I mentioned it. I think I mentioned it the other day. Oil is freaking out. The May contract has already ended, but when it finally closed, it was in the negative, meaning that the price of oil for that particular contract was below zero. There is so much oil in the system right now that they are now filling tankers at sea. I mean, because usually the tankers are only used to move the oil from one place to another. That's it. That's all it is. But now, all the places where people would normally hold oil before it gets refined, all of those have filled up, and now people are turning to tankers on the ocean, and even those are getting filled up now. So because of that, when the June contract for oil opened up on trading, it dropped precipitously. Because when it was still a future, if you all understand what that means, basically a future is you can kind of look at it and you can kind of speculate. Oh my God, 3 gear towns. You could speculate and trade on a future market, and even on the futures market, it was starting to lag. The price was starting to go down. And so, oh crap! Please don't. Oh, never mind. I have 3 gear towns. So when, like I said, when the May contract finished, it was in the negative, which is bad. And when the June contract came up, that immediately fell. It didn't go into zero. It didn't go below zero, which is good, but it did fall quite a bit. I think the lowest I saw it was around $9. So essentially, yesterday and the day before, oil was valued at about $9 a barrel, which is the lowest I have ever seen it in my life, besides the negative. Besides the negative. But yeah, oil is stupid cheap right now. It's stupid cheap. Seriously, if you have somewhere to put the oil, you yourself could probably approach a company and say, hey, I want to buy some oil from you. And they'll probably sell it to you. They will probably sell it to you. As ridiculous as that sounds, as long as you have somewhere to put it. Now, of course, again, keep in mind, this is unrefined oil. So it's just crude straight out of the ground. It's it's just insane. You can literally go and get a barrel of oil for the price of a value mill. I never thought I would. I sincerely never thought I would see the day when this would happen again. When we would have oil this cheap. Because I remember back in 2000, what was it, 2007, 2008, 2009. I was living in Austin at the time, and the dark hole, and the price for a gallon of gasoline, I think the most expensive I saw it there in Austin was a little over $5 for 1 gallon. That's when we were going through that whole huge oil thing, and we had the 2008 recession. And what made it worse was that oil prices were spiking badly. They were spiking really, really bad. And so, yeah, and that was just here in Texas, where we have a ton of oil. So yeah, and in places like California, the most expensive I think I saw in California was probably around the $10 mark. I think in Anchorage, Alaska, it got up to like $12, $13 for a gallon of gas. Same thing in Hawaii. It got really, really expensive. And now to see it, the price of gas, now well below $1 in some places, it's kind of insane. Here we are, 12 years on. I mean, we all knew that the price of gas would come down a little bit because it was insane at that point. I just never thought it would get this low again. I mean, it's really, it's good in some cases. Like if you are an essential worker and you have to be out and about, if you drive around a lot for your job, it's great for you because now gas is much cheaper. But at the same time, it's not good because you have to think of all the different things that we're kind of going through right now. Yeah, cheap gas is great, but the problem there is that, one, there aren't a lot of people using gasoline, so not too many people can really benefit from it. I mean, yeah, if you go fill up your car right now, great, you get gas really cheap, but most of us don't have to really drive because we're all having to stay home. So it's a weird situation all around. But again, for the handful of people that do have to still drive, that's good. But like I said, on the flip side, like especially here in Texas, we have a lot of people that work in the oil fields. And those oil field jobs, they're hard jobs, but they pay really well. They pay really, really well. And in a downturn like this, a lot of people are going to lose their jobs now. It's not happened quite yet, but I've seen this happen enough times where, especially because I'm in Texas, obviously. And when you're in Texas, it's just, you kind of pay attention to that stuff. You just do, even though I know a few people who actually work in the oil fields. I personally have never worked in the oil fields. Unfortunately, I don't have the constitution for it. Yeah, it's going to get a little ugly. Now, most people who are oil field veterans, they understand that stuff like this happens, because they have been working in the fields for 20 years, and they get it. They know that things will be really good for 2 or 3 years, and they'll make really good money, but then there's a chance when there's a downturn that they'll get laid off, and that's normal for them. So, they'll work for about 3 years, then they get laid off, and they're off for about 6-7 months, maybe even a year, because they can't find work in the oil field. And then they get hired back on again, and then things are okay after that. But for people who have just started in the oil field and they get paid $80,000 a year, and now suddenly they're like, oh, wow, I'm getting all kinds of money, and they think that, the party's going to last forever, so they don't save their money. They're going to get hit pretty hard. It's gonna really suck for them. Because they didn't save their money. Maybe they bought a house. Maybe they bought a new truck. Because, again, if you work in the oil fields, a truck is pretty much a necessity. And so when they get laid off here, and it's always the newer guys that get laid off. It always is. It's because that's how it kind of works. If you have seniority, like if you've been with a company for 20 years, they'll usually hold on to the people who have been there longer. Because that's how it works. That's how they do it with those businesses. So if you've only been with a company for a year and you're working with a group of guys and they all have 5+ years with that company, you're going to be the first one that goes. So I hope those people are prepared, because it's going to start getting bad here. And just to give you an idea, like Dre had mentioned, 89 cents. I actually went to gasbuddy.com yesterday because, again, I was curious. Gasbuddy.com was down, and I couldn't get it to load. I kept trying for like 2 hours, and it would not load. Let me try now. Let's see, gas prices. Let me see. Will GasBuddy load this time? There we go. Yes, it's back up. Okay, good. Yeah, here gas is, it's comparatively cheap to what it was, say, a couple months ago. The cheapest we have here in my city is $1.44, which is still pretty damn good. It looks like the average is going to be about $1.61, though. Yeah, there's a lot of places that are $1.61, $1.63. So pretty cheap throughout Texas. Let's see. Over in Childress, there's a lot of places out there selling for $1.03, $1.03. And then you've got places around Dallas. You've got Duncanville, Fort Worth, Sherman, Salado, all $1.09. So yeah, gas is pretty cheap. Let me see what Austin looks like, just because I'm curious. Wow, lowest one in Austin is $1.15, but it looks like the average is about $1.29. But that's still really, really cheap. Let's check Detroit. Why not? I don't think they're as low as they were. Oh, wow. Shelby Township? I don't know where this is. Utica, Roseville, Madison Heights. I guess these are all like smaller towns, or maybe they're suburbs. But 88 cents is the cheapest. Fremont is at 92 cents. Waterford at 89. So yeah, things are pretty cheap. Let's check Detroit. 95 cents in Detroit. And it looks like there's a handful more that are about 99 cents, and then there's a few others who are like $1.08. So yeah, it's pretty damn cheap. And of course, we'll check California. Oh wow, California is actually not bad. California always tends to be one of the more expensive states when it comes to gasoline. The cheapest, well, this is in Farmersville. I don't know where. I think Farmersville is in Northern California. $1.53. Let me check Los Angeles. Yeah, Los Angeles is still $2.29, $2.35. That's normal. Let's check San Francisco. Imagine San Francisco is going to be slightly cheaper. Yeah, just ever so slightly cheaper, $2.65. So yeah, so that gives you an idea of what we're looking at with the oil. Things are cheap, man. Extremely. Comrade City. I don't believe you. I don't believe there's Comrade City. You're making things up now. Stop making things up. As far as prices in Europe, I guess I could look those up too, but you know, they sell in liters, so their prices are always going to seem lower. But yeah, historically, gasoline in Europe has always been a little bit more expensive. How do I want to do this? 2 backfields, huh? I'm gonna send my plants after this dude. Come on, give me a Lone Fire Blossom. Okay. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Yeah, we'll throw you out there. Throw the garden out there. Put rosemary out there. Ooh, which one are you gonna break? Okay. Alright, that's fine. Still gonna do this. I'm gonna have to switch it, but that's alright. We've got our mirror force. But yeah, all over, gas is really cheap right now. What I think the next thing that you're going to see may have a major downturn, and it's already starting now, is the housing market. Like, if you bought a house in January, you should start regretting your decision. Because, yeah, I mean, it's... Oh, Spore. Yeah, because in January, the housing market was still pretty lofty. It was pretty expensive. But I can tell you right now, come September, houses are going to be cheap. Not only will the houses be cheap, but even right now, the interest rates are really low. In fact, I think we're still at 0% for the federal rate, which means that the banks that loan money, they're super cheap right now. If you have pretty good credit, you can get an amazing rate right now. So that's why I'm thinking, I mean, the rates are good, but I would wait a couple more months before buying a house. Because eventually people, and I hate to put it like this, but this is just kind of the way it is. People are going to start getting desperate. People are going to start losing their house, which again, it sucks. It sucks that it has to be that way, but people are going to start losing their houses because they don't have income. Because a lot of them can't go back to work. And once the... I mean, I know they're not going to do any repossessions right now, but like I said, that's why I said wait a couple of months. Because in a couple of months, people are unfortunately going to start losing their houses. And when that happens, the banks obviously are going to repossess the house. And banks don't like having houses. They don't. They would rather have somebody in a house that is paying them money on a loan. That's fine. But as far as actually having a house on their books, they don't like it. That's why whenever there's a repossession, they generally try to sell the house really quickly. And if it will not sell, they will knock down prices on those very quickly. So that's why I say probably July maybe, or maybe even into September. When there's a large glut of empty houses and the Fed rate is still ultra low, I don't see it coming back up through this year. But if it's still super low, which I think it's going to be, come September, housing prices are going to be really good. Now, there won't be a lot of people that can buy them because unfortunately I think a lot of people will still be on unemployment. But if you are lucky enough to still have a job and still have employment, then yeah, in a few months it'd be a great time to buy a house. Oh, you think you're gonna stop me, huh, buddy? Another garden. What you gonna do, sucker? You gonna break this one too? Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm being silly. In Detroit, you can buy a house for $500. Let's read that sentence back, though, Dre. Read the sentence back. There are 2 words in that sentence that completely disqualify it from anything. The 2 words I'm looking for are in Detroit. I'm not knocking you or anybody that lives in Detroit, but I mean, come on, even you admit it's frickin' Detroit. As tempting as it would be to get one of those $500 houses, not in Detroit, man. Sorry, I'm sure most people in Detroit are pretty awesome, but I am not moving to Detroit. You couldn't pay me to move to Detroit. And if I did somehow move to Detroit, I'd move next door to Dre. This is going to sound horrible, but I know Dre will laugh at it. This is going to sound really bad, but I'm going to still say the joke because I know Dre will laugh at it. I'm going to move next to Dre because when people be like, hey, it's the new guy, I'd be like, no, I know Dre. I know Dre. Look, see, black friend. I know Dre. And Dre's gonna be like, you're on your own, man. He's just gonna walk back in his house. I'll be like, oh shit. See, Dre's cool. He got that joke. But yeah, it's Detroit is not what it used to be. Chaos Infinity. MechLord, Astro, Man Clean. Oh gosh, I'm getting a lot of new cards from him. Very nice. I have noticed one other thing, and I think I mentioned this the other time, or the other day. Who do I want to use? We'll do these guys. More and more women are on Twitch lately. I mean, there's always been a lot of women on Twitch, for obvious reasons. But it feels like there are more of them, and more of them are streaming for longer. But like I said, I don't know how profitable things are for them right now. Like, there's this one girl on there who I recently discovered. I think I linked her to you guys. Her name is, what is her name? Meowco, something. It's like a cat thing. And she has been on there lately. She's actually kind of entertaining because she's so, I don't want to say stupid because stupid has negative connotation to it. I guess goofy would be the word. She's just really goofy, and it's just weird. So I've been watching her, and she's just a big goofball. Just she does really silly stuff all the time, and she's kind of endearing in that way. How you know how some women they tend to use their looks to get a bit of a leg up. I'm not going to give her a pass on that because she does that too, and she knows she does that. At least she admits it. But she doesn't depend wholly on her looks. Like she actually does have a pretty funny personality. So thankfully, she has something more than just, you know, who makes sound effects. Oh, you mean what is her name? I forget her name. I know who you're talking about though. You're talking about the girl with Tourette's. Oh, what is her name? I can't believe I can't remember her name. I don't really watch her anymore. She got a little boring, I hate to say. 3,800? Ow! Oh, and he's dark holding everything. Okay. Twitch is dude. It is kinda. Let's see, what can I do with this thing? Dang, man, this sucks. I'm not doing well here. I didn't get any of my help cards. Let me see. Can we spend? Unless you can almost summon this card without tributing. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Ow! You take no battle damage involving this. Oh my gosh, this is like this is similar to a Yubel. This card battle, have your opponent's life points once per turn during your standby phase. Shovel this card into your deck. Oh wow. Oh, so it's gonna go away here. Okay. But still, that's rough. Let's see, how do I want to do this? All I can really do is play defensive right now. Alinity? No, it wasn't. It did start with an A though, didn't it? Oh, Anita. Her name was Anita. Sweet Anita. That's who it is. There you go. Yeah, it was Sweet Anita. She was, I guess she was okay. But I think, not to be rude about her condition. Hello, little Bettis. Bettis is like, I'm so bored. Not to be rude about her condition. But I think a lot of people look at her as more of a gimmick. Like there's a gimmick and a reason why people keep watching. And not so much because they actually like who she is. You know what I mean? Because when most people think of Tourette's syndrome, a lot of younger people tend to think of that South Park episode where Cartman is trying to play like he has legitimate Tourette's, and of course he doesn't. And I mean, they did. I actually think they did a really good job in that episode of explaining how Tourette's actually does work. But at the same time, it made people curious, and I think even some people with Tourette's would admit that sometimes they feel almost like a sideshow because, you know, when they're out and about, and their Tourette's kicks in, they can't do anything to really stop it. It just, you know, sometimes they have little tics, or they twitch, or they say inappropriate things, which is what Sweet Anita does. And Anita also has tics too. She has like a lot of movement tics, but you kind of get used to that whenever you watch her enough. It's like you don't even really notice it. The only reason why you notice the verbal tics is because you're listening to her. She also kissed her cat while drinking vodka. Okay. But yeah, that's kind of the whole deal there. Because I think for a while, people were just a little more interested for the wrong reasons. I-chan. I like I-chan. She's actually a really nice person. She's cool. I still go to her streams. I don't sit there for like an hour just watching her, but I'll go to her streams and I'll visit with her a little bit. Her streams are nice. Plus, she actually plays games. She doesn't just sit there and talk. She actually plays like Duel Links, and she also plays what is it, Beat Saber. I actually like Beat Saber. I'd never seen anybody play Beat Saber, but then she played it, and I was like, I'm interested. So, yeah, I think that was pretty cool. Let's see. Let's do. You want to do another dog? Yeah, let's do another dog. Well, she's in Germany, I believe, so it'd be a little difficult to collab on something. Plus, we play different games now. I mean, when we both played Duel Links, it probably made sense. But since I don't really play Duel Links anymore, it may not make as much sense as one might have thought. I still have the running gag with her too, where every show that I attend, I always give her a tip, and it's 1 bit. Seriously, every single time it's I give her 1 bit. And it's just been a running gag for us for a while now. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Yes. Guns Blazing stream yesterday. I don't really follow the Guns Blazing person. I'm setting up my field here, but there's only so much I can do. Yeah. Bettis is like, 1 bit? I'm like, yeah, I give her 1 bit every time. That's how she immediately is like, oh, it's Richard. And she stopped by my streams a few times too, so that's cool. We kind of help each other out. We support each other. Like I'll send her raids and she'll send me raids, that kind of stuff. So yeah, she's pretty cool. Prank Kid's Place. Yes. Man. Pumping up my prankies as much as I can here. I have to attack this stupid thing. Gonna summon anything? I didn't think he would. Okay, so we're just gonna end the turn there. That's all I can really do, because attacking his time guy doesn't do anything. That's gonna go away. Of course, bring another frickin' Time Lord. Trying to think, which of these do I want to... Can I activate card effects until the end of the damage step? Dang it. Different names. Okay, never mind. He's going to attack, and then he's going to take half my life points. And it sucks because even if I attack it next turn, he's just going to keep playing that card over and over. Oh, he's putting cards back. Thank you. That's actually kind of helpful. Now I've got more stuff to search. Oh, 1,000. Oh, this is a different one. I didn't even realize that. Oh, crap. Hold on. Let me see what this thing does. If you control no monster, you can... Okay, so Tribidine. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. You take no battle damage. Oh my god. How do I get that thing off the field? Crap. I gotta check something here. Wait, I don't think I have... Oh crap. I don't think Castell's in here. No, he's not. Hold on, let me see. Nope. That's not what I need. That's not gonna work. That's a continuous effect, so this is gonna be rough. I don't think this deck has any way to get monsters off the field. Wait, hold on. Spell and traps. You target one card in your graveyard except Link. No. Yeah, I don't have a way to get monsters off the field. Oh, crap. I can bring this in direct attack, but I won't be able to bring enough of those. Let's see, what's this thing do? Destroy all monsters your opponent controls. Okay. Let me see. So I need Lampsies, Dropsies, and Fancies. Oh, crap. That sucks. Let me see. Oh, that's during the end phase. That doesn't matter. Yeah, that's not going to help. I can bring one more. I think I'm in trouble. That sucks. I set up my field really nicely, but again, I don't have a way to get rid of that thing. Let me just try something. Let me see what I can do here. Okay, so let's grab a Lampsies. Yeah, there's really nothing I can do here. Damn. Yeah, none of these are going to help right now. I need to rethink these because I don't actually even really use these in this deck. And right now, some other Link monsters could be far more effective because I have no way to get rid of these. Let's see, destroy this card. Yeah. Send to the graveyard by your opponent's card effect. Target one card to graveyard except the Link monster out of the tier. God dang it, I've lost. Yeah, I have no way to get that off the field. That blows. Well, wait, hold on. Oh, that's only during my opponent's turn. Damn it. What does the chicken do again? I gotta read the chicken. That's only if they're in the graveyard. Damn. Yeah, I've lost. That sucks, man. These freaking cards. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Because he takes no battle damage, and he's not destroyed by battle. Can't send it back to the hand. Can't remove him from play. I lost. Book of Moon. Don't have it in the deck. The thing is, though, is that even if you Book of Moon that monster, once it flips up, it's a continuous effect. And so it's still not destroyed by battle. But yeah, we were having a little fun with that deck. Let me go over here and let me think. Actually, since we have a moment, let's go and mess with this deck one more time. Okay, so oh, that's right. I didn't add any synchros. So maybe oh, I know of some synchros that would help. So let's see. I've got those are 3-star. Okay, so that's a 2 3-star tuners, 4-star, 2-star. So that would be 5. So 5, 6, and 7, and maybe some 4s because I've got a 1-star in there too. So basically 4, 5, 6, 7 when it comes to synchro monsters because I'm not using this guy. Could take him out. I'm not using him either. I'm not really using her either. So she can go away. I'm really not using Totally Awesome. Because when I initially went into the side deck to look around, I was like, do I have Castell in here? And I was like, I don't think I do. Dark Hole. Oh, Dark Hole, I was face down. Well, that's 2 cards. And I don't run Dark Hole in this deck either. Yeah, see, this was initially a deck build that I saw online that some guy had just randomly designed, and he's like, "Yeah, check this out. This is actually pretty fun." And it is fun, but it definitely has holes in it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I could do that. I kind of want to get this called by the grave because I'm not using this card. I want to get this out of here. Fusion Recycling Plant does help. Pandemonium helps. Poly helps. Mystic Mind helps. Into the Void, I actually removed a couple of those. So yeah, I can probably get rid of the Called by the Graves and probably add in some field control. Maybe add in like, I could definitely add in like a Dark Hole. I could definitely add in, let me see. I don't even have a Monster Reborn in here, do I? So I could do a Dark Hole, a Monster Reborn. That trap I actually like. That's why I have one copy of it. It's, well, see, that's the thing, Bettis, is that not every fun deck is going to be, it's not going to win every time, but that's not the point. The point is just to have fun with it. Because there are, like, when I want to win, there are certain decks that I use. But then when I just want to have a little fun, there are also certain other decks. Like this one, I play this deck when I want to have fun. Because it's not, like I said, it's not ultra competitive. Like if I want to win, like if I'm like, I'm going to win, then I'll play something like Fur Hire or Gravekeepers. Because those decks, I have fun with those decks too, but they are much more capable. Unlike this one, where obviously there's problems. Okay, so can you all think of any Link monsters that I could add in here that would help? I also want to add in some synchros, because I can add in a 4, 5, 6, and a 7. But if I add them in... Oops, no, wrong button. But when I add them in, I want to make sure they're worth it. So let's see. Trying to think, what's a good... What's a Link monster that can... Oh, not a Link monster. Well, yeah, a Link monster or a Synchro that can remove from the field. I would rather do Link monster for the removal because Synchro takes a little more setup, whereas Link, I can immediately bring it out. So yeah, Link has a bit of an advantage there because if I add in Links, it's going to be more for the immediate effect, whereas Synchros, like I said, they take a little more time to set up. So you want to duel when you're done with your deck? We can if you want, sure. Let's see. Let's actually look at Links. Because I like the Prank Kids Links. They're really good. But again, like I said, I don't have anything that removes or gets stuff off the field. What do you think? But those cards are well, those specific cards are unaffected. Man, how would I handle that though? Besides dumping 2 cards to get rid of it, because that's the thing with those particular cards is that even like you had mentioned Book of Moon earlier, Book of Moon would not have affected that card because it's unaffected. So yeah, there wouldn't be anything I could do. But I can still add them in there just in case to have them. Yeah, they really. Let me think. Okay, so those were Time Lord cards. I want to read them now because, I mean, I read them before, but I didn't commit to memory exactly what they did. So those were Time Lords. Actually, hold on. Let me make this a little easier. Are they saying they canceled the NFL season? Right? Because as far as I knew, it was still on. It might be delayed. Let's see. The Time Lords that I was dealing with this guy, Lazion, and there was another one. I think it was this one, Metaion. Yeah, cannot be special summoned from the deck. If you control no monsters, you can normal summon this card without tributing. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Okay, that was the different one. Let me see. Can I be... Oh, okay. I see why you were saying Pokemon. Okay, I don't know. I guess I read that wrong. Or maybe it was a different one. Camion? Let's see, cannot be destroyed. Okay. Time Lord, Time Maiden. So that's what all these are. Okay. Well, that makes sense now. Now Book of Moon makes more sense. Okay. Yeah, my bad. I thought it said unaffected by. Okay. But it specifically says cannot be destroyed. That's actually good because now it gives us options. Oh, do I think the NFL would be canceled? I don't know. I mean, the basketball season is done. There's not they. I think they've pretty much said they're not going to come back this year. Baseball is already late. As far as NFL games, I don't know, man. I know they only happen weekly, but it's hard to say, man. I think they'll just try to push it back first. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Back. Okay, I think they'll just try to push it back first. But if it gets to the point where it's like November and they haven't started, forget it. They're not gonna want to really push it by 2 months, I don't think. Because at that point, then you start running into a ton of other logistical problems. Okay, so we're going back to Link monsters. Okay, so stuff that can just remove from the... Oh, I can already think of one that does remove from the field really quickly. But it's a little expensive. I wish there was one in here that was just like a cheesy little weak, like 100 attack Link monster that has that one effect. Can remove from the field. Or send it to the graveyard, because that would not be destroyed. Yeah, I can't think of one. Of course, I don't know all of them. Oh, Soldier of Chaos. This guy's amazing. See, this is the one I was thinking about, actually. This Soldier of Chaos. He's a little expensive at 3. And it needs monsters with different names, but his effects are great. Let's see, 3 monsters. If this card was Link summoned using a level 7 or higher monster's material, your opponent cannot target it with card effects. Also, it cannot be destroyed by your opponent. When this card destroys an opponent's monster in battle, okay, so that wouldn't have worked in this case. Because he would need, well, it might have, because my opponent was putting other cards on the field, or putting other monsters on the field. So yeah, banish 1 card on the field. So that, I'll consider that. We can always take it out later. Let's see, Borrowed Dragon. I would rather get something that is a much simpler. You know, if I'm gonna spend like 2 monsters on it, at least let me just take the monster out right now, and just be like, okay, just take that out, or remove them both from play at the same time, sort of like a DD Warrior type effect, except I wouldn't have to actually go into battle. Or I could go into battle if it was a DD Warrior type effect. Let's see. Yeah, I can't really think of anything that would do it. Like I said, there's Castel. Well, I've got instant fusions, but I don't have any 4-star fusions. I only got a bunch of 5 stars and a big giant 8-star. Yeah, I could try to fit Castel in there, but let me see. How many 4 stars do I have? 1, 4. I have 4 stars. So yeah, that's gonna be a little rough. So none of y'all want to give me any. We don't know. We don't know any Link monsters to do it. I don't either. Deco Talker Extended, Defender of the Labyrinth. What does this guy do? Oh. Actually, I could. Let's see, limitation, genre, number owned, attribute. Oh, here we go. Remove card. Wind up Zen Maintenance. 2. Oh, that's Wind Up Monsters. Trigate Wizard. This card gains this effect based on the number of monsters co-linked. Topological. He's expensive. He's great, but he's expensive. To affect monsters, you cannot normal summon set. For each banished card, if another monster is special summon to a link zone monster point to. Most monsters on the field. Banish all cards on the field. Once per turn during the standby phase, the next turn this card was banished by its own effect. Special summon this banished card. Ooh. I'm just adding it as a consideration. What's this one? Does this one banish? Banish as many of those monsters as possible. This one this card points to. Oh, it's only if it points to. Okay. It's thunder. That's weather. Let's see. Cyberslink monsters like summon to your field. Cannot be banished. Sky Striker. Salaman Greats. Oh, here we go. This is an easy one. What does he do? Battle. Oh, that's not it. Ritual Beast. 2 Ritual Beast monsters. Proglio. Control this link summon card. You can banish this card and one of your monsters this card points to. Link Mill Arcfiend. He's a little expensive. Lingeribo. We're looking for link monsters that just remove from the field. Because I just mess because this is the Prank Kids deck that we threw together last week that I pretty much net decked, and we're just trying to make it a little bit better. The side deck needs, well, not the side deck, but the extra deck needs a little improvement. Let's see. You contribute this card, and let me see. When your opponent activates a trap card. Oh, okay, it's only for trap cards. Let's see. High speed, 2 wind monsters. That's Nordics, 2 dragons, 5 monsters. 2 warriors with different names. Dylan Jarrett's dragon. 2 dragon monsters. Cyburst monsters. Let's see, 2 monsters, including a tuner. Summon, you can special summon 1 level 3 or lower tuner from your hand. Defense position mode cannot attack. During your opponent's battle main phase or battle phase, quick effect, you can banish this card. You control special summon 1 tuner synchro. Okay, never mind, that's not good. During the main crossroads. Nope, that's not gonna work. Fairy monsters, Cyberse monsters, fairies. Already added that guy. Baba Barber. Ugh. I mean, I like the effect, but look at it. It says look at the but it says it has to be a card it points to, which is pretty much only your cards. That sucks. To affect monsters. Can only use each of the following effects. Okay. Well, I guess Link doesn't really have a lot of options then. Damn. So I guess I'll have to look at Synchro, even though Synchro is harder to pull off. Because even in this deck, XYZ is going to be hard to pull off too. Okay, so let me see. I've got... The most I have of any one level is going to be 3. Because I have 3 level 3s. Oh, that's right. I wanted to take these out too. Okay, what else do I want to take out? Set rotation. I'm not crazy about this card. I never use it. I can probably take it out. Mine's good. Into the Void is not bad. Okay, so now that I've got some room in the main deck, what do I want to add? I could add some defensive cards, some traps maybe. I still need a couple of cards for the extra deck. Creature swap. Creature swap could be an option. I actually like Creature swap. It's an old school card, but I like it. I actually have it in one of my other decks. That's very little monster. Well, it's a Prank Kids deck. So yeah, the monster number for Prank Kids decks is pretty small. Because it generally doesn't... It searches so much through the deck for monsters, and it cycles monsters so much that it's pretty much never a problem. Usually. Okay, so let's see. We were going to do spell cards. Let's see. We'll throw in a creature swap. That's actually not a bad idea. We'll see how that works. It gives you options, so that's good. Especially because so many of my monsters are, well, pretty much all of my monsters are pretty weak. So we'll throw in a creature swap. I could probably throw in a monster reborn because that, I mean, in some cases I actually do need an extra monster on the field. Oh, I could do Call of the Haunted. So let's do, okay, creature swap, monster reborn, Call of the Haunted, and a mask change. I'm just kidding. Did I pass it? Yeah, I did. Body is a shield. Okay. Could do Bottomless. Bottomless is always a good card. I've always loved Bottomless. The only thing about Bottomless is it wouldn't work on those particular monsters that I was facing because they all have 0 attack. Most of them are or no, actually, it says you can summon it without tributing, so that's not considered a special summon. That's still a normal summon. Okay, so yeah, Bottomless would not work against those. And it also says it can't be destroyed by card effects. So I would need something that specifically says it doesn't destroy it. Dimensional Prison. Where are you, Dimensional? There we go. I'm considering it. Doesn't destroy it, it banishes it. We'll see how it works. Let's see. And I already got Monster Reborn in there. Could also negate the summoning. Disturbance Strategy. Discord. What was that other one? That other one of the Solemn cards. Not Solemn Judgment. That one's really expensive. What is it? Solemn Warning? I know it's one of the Solemn cards. Let me see. We'll just go look at them. Okay, there's Judgment. Solemn Authority. Activate this card by targeting one. Oh, okay, that doesn't. We can't use that one. Solemn Scolding. That's for spells and traps, right? Yeah. Solemn Strike when a monster would be special summoned or a monster effect is activated. Pay 50 life, but to get this summon or activation if you do destroy that card. Solemn Warning. When a monster would be summoned or a spell trap card or monster effect is activated, it includes an effect that special summons a monster. Pay 2 life to get the summon to destroy. I think this is it. Yeah, Solemn Warning. Could throw that in there. What the heck? We'll try it. Why not? Do you think if I jump in Time Machine and go back and have a baby, I can get that extra 500? Why would you want to, man? It doesn't make any sense because that baby is going to cost you a hell of a lot more than $500. I think I remember reading something years ago where it was estimated that to raise a child, to raise a single child from birth until they get to college is like $250,000. That's the average. So, yeah, that $500 is not gonna skill drain. No, not skill drain. No skill drain. Because the thing is, I don't want to use skill drain because then all of my fusions get their effects negated, and so do my links. And that's the whole idea with this Prank Kids deck, is to get the links out. Because generally I want to get the dog. Oh, that's right. Do I want to do another dog? I could do another dog. Because the dogs power up other monsters. And then this guy negates traps. Or he basically, whenever he's on the field and you attack with a Prank Kids card, they can't activate anything during the damage step. So yeah, I don't want to negate the dogs because these guys are generally they're not supposed to really stay on the field that long. Basically, they get on the field so that I can then bring the dog, the chicken, maybe this guy, and also the fusions. And if I negate their effects, that's going to suck. Because they're not overly powerful, but they pump each other up. See, because generally what I like to do is I'll bring out the first dog, then I'll use the effects from the Prank Kids to get 2 more monsters on the field, use those 2 to get another dog, and again, those Prank Kids will give me another 2 monsters, and then from the dog, I can probably bring the weather guy, or not really the rocket, I like the weather guy better, or I can bring the chicken. So that's pretty much what I like to do. You bring the dog, and then your choice. With me, it's either the washer or the chicken. So, like I was saying, I could do another dog and just get a bunch of dogs on the field. Yeah, because I need 2 more monsters anyway. So, let's... Prank Kids, dog, wogs. Where are you? I know before I may not have had the dog or an extra copy of it. So, oh, okay, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I don't have an extra copy of the dog. Damn, need to go farm that. No extra copy of the dog, and I could still use synchros because I still got those. I'm not crazy about the ghost in there. It's there, but I'm not really. I mean, it's only in there because it's a negation. So that's mostly what it's there for. So, but I still guess I could do this. I'm still trying to think of a synchro that would have a very solid effect. Because, I mean, any synchro that I bring out is not going to be super powerful. I mean, at most, it's going to be a 7-star. It'd be like a lightning warrior. And the most common one is probably going to be a 6 or a 7-star. So I guess I could do... what is that guy's name? I can't remember his name now. Crap. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get it in an 8. Generally, I won't. I mean, if I push it and really get a lot of stuff on the field, I could. But again, with Link monsters, they don't have levels. So, yeah. That wouldn't be that great. Yugioh Guardian. Oh, but that's an Earth tuner. Is she an Earth? I think she's a Fire. Yeah. Stardust. No, Stardust is an 8. I would have a hard... I would have to... It would be at least 3 monsters to bring out Stardust Dragon. And I generally wouldn't want to spend that to bring Stardust. I would bring the Link monsters. So that's why I'm saying 6 or 7-star would probably be better. Frozen Fitzgerald. What is the name of that one other There he is. That's the guy I was thinking of. He has a decent effect. He has Breakthrough, and he pumps himself up every time he destroys a monster. Or he inflicts battle damage. So that's 1. And he's a 6-star. Rose Dragon 7. She could blow up the field. Can't think of another. I may just throw an XYZ in there for the heck of it, because I can't really think of another synchro. I mean, because again, if it comes to it, I'll remove those other 2 cards, the 2 tuners, because again, I'm not really using them for their ability. Diamond Direwolf. Let's just add a Castell. It'll be hard to get him out, but who knows? Maybe something works out. Because at least he has a very useful effect if I'm able to get him out. Okay. Finally. It's not a great deck, but it's a deck. Okay. Let's see, who was I going to face? Oh, yeah. I think Bandman wanted to duel. I don't even know if they're still there. I can... Multiplayer. Local match, no. Ranked. Player match. Great match. Oops. There we go. He's not there. He's like, wait, hold on. I'm getting there. Hold on, wait. Well, I'll give him like a minute. If he doesn't show up, then it's like, oh. No. Yeah, see, he's in Duel Links right now. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm in Duel Links. I'm coming. Oh, yeah. Comrade and Niederland, they kept saying, dude, try Seven Deadly Sins. So I finally downloaded it to the tablet. But I haven't even actually opened it yet. I have no idea how that game even plays. I don't know what it is. Is it a card game? Is it... I don't know what kind of game it is. What is it? Turn-based strategy? I don't know. The only reason I know... I mean, I'd heard of the anime beforehand, but the only reason I even know of the game is because of you guys. But I have no idea how it plays. French Montana. I'm looking at Twitter right now while I wait. Earth a Day at Home. Percy Harvin. Percy Harvin, apparently, former NFL wide receiver, is pursuing a comeback. Ooh. Oh, I saw this morning. Didn't even think to mention it. Trump tells Navy to, quote, destroy Iranian gunboats, unquote, if they harass U.S. Ships. So apparently Iran is talking smack again. Oh, Iran. They just need to shut up, man. Really, just be quiet. It's like, what are they gonna gain? They're not gonna gain anything from annoying us. You know. Moni says, it's sort of similar to Duel Links. You have a hand of cards which is used to attack and defend. Each different unit in the has a... Okay, I think you typoed there. Has a different set of cards with all sorts of different effects, but have similar effects to others. Okay. I guess I'll have to mess around with it to really figure it out. So what I want to grab here, I'm thinking the recycling plant. Oh, I forgot I added that to the topological. That's all I got, man. But yeah, see how you had mentioned, oh, there's not a lot of monsters in here. It's true. There's not a lot of monsters in this deck, but as you can see, I don't really have a problem with getting monsters. Aw, why are you playing with your Frightful deck when I'm over here playing frickin' Prank Kids? My poor prank crits don't have a chance. Look, see, he's already got his thing off, so it's like pointless. I thought he was gonna play me with a fun deck, knowing that I was running prank kids. But he's like, nah. I'm gonna use the best deck I have. It's a penguin. Don't worry about it, dude. He's all sorry, man. Don't worry about it. No, I've got a Karibo in my hand, dude. I'm good. I've got Karibo. How? I've got Karibo. It's not over. Karibo solves all things. I mean, if you all really want me to just surrender the duel, I can. I don't generally like surrendering duels when it's PvP. Besides, look at that penguin. Look at that. Isn't that the greatest penguin you ever seen? Oh, no, get off that. Look at that penguin. It's got little earmuffs and everything, man. Love that. I wish they had 7 Deadly Sins on Steam. Like I mentioned before in another show, I'm not crazy about BlueStacks. I really don't like it. I mean, heck, I would play 7 Deadly Sins even if it had like if it was web-based. Like you play in your browser. I have no chance. How? I've got Karibo. Karibo's here to stay, man. Yeah, it would be better to play it on PC. It would be so much better. Because everything on PC just runs a little bit better. It just runs faster. Now, as far as being optimized, I don't know if that's the reason it runs faster. The specs required for the game are nuts? Uh-oh. That's not good. Well, most mobile games don't require a massive amount of computing power, although things are changing a little bit now, because certain games are getting kind of crazy. Prank Ditto you? What is a Prank Ditto? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna kill the chess. No chance! No chance in hell! Oh, he does aliens. Cyrus. What does Cyrus do? Yugioh. Yugioh Karakuri. Oh, God. You bought a new tablet last year and somehow it's still not compatible. I still have my my funky Lenovo laptop tablet sort of gimmicky thing. Oh, minimum RAM was 3 GB. Oh, yeah. That'll hurt, especially with some of these games where they're very RAM hungry. Let's see. This is a better hand. Let's see. Notice I'm not drawing any of the new cards. Put all those new cards in here and I'm not even drawing them. Guess that's all we can do. Yes. Dre's deck. Or Dre's kids. Let's bring Roxy's. Lampsies. And Fancies. Actually, oh crap. Never mind. I was gonna put back the other card, the spell card, but yeah, screwed that up. Yugioh. Oh boy, what are you gonna bring? Machina Fortress. Ouch. I'm gonna lose my dog. My dog is going away. I probably, well, no. I was thinking I could have tributed that away, but no. Because then he would have killed my Weather Washer. Could bring that. We're gonna bring the dog though. Because I want to keep the Weather Washer on the field right now. Send my dog back. Send the Pandemonium. And the Lampsies. Send the dog back because I'm going to be able to summon it again this turn. And I want to pump up my Weather Kai. I did get a Pandemonium, though. Oh, crap. What's he going to bring? Does that destroy? Let me see. Let's do the field. Oh, change its battle position. That sucks. What's he gonna bring? Karakuri. Ooh, that's a big dude. Oh, wait. Ooh, he's gonna change that too, huh? Okay. So, in response to that, yeah, since it's gonna go away, we're gonna send that ourselves. And we're gonna get some monsters out of this. Oh, wow. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects except during your main phase 2. Hmm. Well, my dogs are gonna go away again. Yeah, the monsters are more important right now. So we'll send that guy back, and we'll send our... Oh, come on! Oh, really, Switch? Oh. Oh. This is happening far too often now. That's twice in this stream. And it's, again, right in the middle of a good match. I was actually really getting into that match, man. It was... I swear, whether it's on Duel Links or in Link Evolution, I get Konami'd all the time. Have I unlocked all the cards? There's still a few cards that I don't have a copy of, but they're very few. In fact, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 33, 36. Yeah, there's still a few that I need. So at least, I would say at least, yeah, I have all these. Oh, except one from Playmaker. But yeah, I still need at least a good 40 cards. I can buy some packs right now. I mean, heck, I actually need one more copy of Folgo anyway. Truckstar Bella Madonna. I doubt he's going to give me the one card that I need to finish off his set, but... Nightmare Phoenix. Oh, that was it! Well, there we go. He gave me his last card. Now I just gotta keep buying from him just to get duplicates. Oh, wait, that's right. Damn. I've already got all 314. I was gonna buy more from him so that I could get another dog. I doubt he's gonna give me the dog, though. Yeah. Because, yeah, I really would like to have a third dog. Neutral Beast Ulta Canahawk. Grinder Golem. Yeah, when you only need like that one last card, it can be a real pain in the ass. Cyber Dragon Core. charge. I don't really even like the cards in his set. Let me see. Who has the least? Okay, so she would give me 3. They would give me 3. Okay. We'll go with Zuzu. She has a good chance of giving me a card I need. I think we had that one. Ooh, I don't think... Did we have that one? I don't think we did. Okay, maybe we did. Ooh, that thing is ugly. I'm not going to say what that looks like. You all can figure it out for yourselves. Okay. Everybody's favorite Duel Link friend for about a good month. And now nobody mentions him. It's weird. It's like, that's what happens with Duel Links. It's like, for a month, a card or two is just like, it's like you gotta have it. You know, you're over here and you're like breaking like 100 packs just to get the card. And then it's your best friend for like a month or so, and then something happens and the meta changes and nobody talks about him anymore. He was like, I was the best one, man. Everybody loved me for a good month. How many cards does that happen to? Where it was like the go-to card, like everybody had to have it, and then suddenly something changed and now nobody plays it. Or I wouldn't say nobody plays it, but it's not really the meta anymore. Oh man, I didn't get anything except that one card. Alright, let's see. Let's try a challenge here. Rabapi. This, if I had to guess, I would say this kid is from the Netherlands. Because everybody knows that people from the Netherlands have blue hair. Oh, Formula athletes. Let's try... Oh, this deck still sucks, but I'll play it. This deck needs improvement bad. But I'll mess with it. This was a deck, it was a pre-made, and I think I changed a couple of things. And I've only played it like twice. So it's not a good deck. It's a burn deck. It's basically a bad reaction deck. But it doesn't seem to be working really well right now. Oh my god. The freaking cat. I swear to freaking god. It's always the cat. And I don't even like the cat. I should take the cat out. Makes it worse is I got 2 cats at the same time. Frickin' cats, I swear. I don't want to use the upstart right now. Or the gift card. Yeah, I really want to wait for bad reaction. Or for one of my other monsters. FA City Grand Prix. Hang on, Mock. Yeah, this is the time to get bad reaction. The only crappy thing I don't like is that it doesn't bring it to my hand, it just sticks it on the top of the deck. So it's not very fast. That's why I'm not crazy about Cat of Element. Because now, that's the only monster I have again. Let's see, we'll throw bad reaction out there. We'll throw gift card out there. Yeah, next turn is going to suck for this guy. Let's see, what's this do? Your opponent cannot target FA monsters with card effects. Ouch. Okay. Well, can't use that, and I can't use my mask. That sucks. And I don't think I have a way to get rid of that. We'll see. I'm gonna have to probably grab... Well, I could do another gift card. And then I got Upstart Goblin coming too. Yeah, let's do a gift card. I'm gonna take 21. But hopefully Upstart will give me another monster that I'm looking for. Ooh, gosh. He pumped it up, huh? Alright, so here comes the other gift card. Here comes Upstart. He's gonna take 1,000. Are you kidding me? Come on! What? Oh! This is just stupid now. Really? You gonna do this to me again? Oh my god. Are you kidding? Another. Ugh. Yeah, we gotta take the cat out. I mean, okay, 3 cats is overkill for this deck. I think we figured that out. So we'll take a cat out, and I gotta put something in that just hangs out on the field for a while, because I gotta stall more. Because I'm close. I'm really close. But the one thing that's screwing me up right here is this card. If that wasn't on the field, I could do this, and then end turn, then his turn starts, do that, and it's game. But yeah, I need something like a Marshmallow in there. Marshmallow! I could put that in. It does 1,000 damage. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to survive this. We'll have to see. If I do, then yeah, I'm probably going to grab another gift card. I don't, ooh, well, okay, I am going to survive this. That's kind of amazing. But yeah, overall, the cats, that's too many cats. That's way too many cats. If I could hang with one dead person, or if I could hang with one famous person that are alive. I don't really look up to famous people. So I don't know. I guess, well, okay. It wouldn't be your typical idea of what fame is. I'd probably want to hang out with like a scholar. Oh, look at that. We got it. 3 gift cards with bad reaction. But yeah, this deck needs work. I'm surprised I won. Yeah, that deck definitely needs work. Famous person. There's a lot of good people out there. A lot of famous scholars. As a writer, most people would probably think I'd say something like Hemingway. But I don't think Hemingway and I would get along. Because that dude was a hard drinker. I'm talking hard. He was a hardcore alcoholic. Great writer, an amazing writer, but he was an alcoholic. Big time. I'm not crazy about Brainjacker either. Let's see. Rain of Mercy. Let me think, what else? Wabaku, Swords. Dark Holes, Regekis. Yeah, kind of want to dump the Brainjacker. How many? Oh, I don't think I have 3 marshmallows. I may have to go farm them. Let me think. Who else is there? Again, I want to say maybe somebody like Nikolai Tesla, but again, he was a very he wasn't an alcoholic, but he was a very peculiar kind of person. Um, he was social, but only when he wanted to be social. Kate Denson, hello, Kate, over on YouTube. Kate, the question posed to me right now was if you could hang out with one famous person, dead or alive, for one day, who would it be? Jose says Samuel L. Jackson. That's a good one. Actually, that seems like a cool idea. Sam seems like a really down-to-earth dude. He's a really cool guy. So yeah, that makes sense. Samuel L. Jackson, I can dig that. Let me think. Who else? Oops, don't want to do that. I'm gonna try to face Gore with this thing. Yeah, Sam Jackson's good. I don't think, like I said, I doubt I would do like an actor or anybody like that. Like I said, scholars make more sense to me. I mean, of course, unless, you know, you're really interested in acting or music or something like that, then it makes perfect sense for you. But for me, I'm an intellectual. I tend to like reading stuff and talking about stuff, so it'd probably be more along the lines of science. Wow. That's a pretty decent start right there. You like your Trickstar deck? I'm not running Trickstars. But Trickstars, I tried to run a Trickstar deck for a little bit. I'll admit, I think I played maybe two games with it. I just couldn't get into it. I could not get into Trickstars. Like the decks that we've played today. What have we played today? We played this one, which is a bad reaction deck. And then we played the Prank Kids for a little while. Oh, not Necroface. Fudge. Hold on. I've got a couple of burn decks. I've got this one, then I've got a straight burn deck that I use Solar Flare Dragons in. Oh, freaking Big Bang Shot. That sucks. Yeah, that really sucks. I mean, my Marsh is going to survive, but I'm going to take some damage here. My level limit's going to help me out here if he doesn't destroy it. Ooh, Pot of Extravagance. Battle Mania. Oh, you suck. Okay, I gotta hope for a gift card here. Let's hope for a gift card. Oh, not a gift card, but we did get this. Okay, good. And I can't switch him, can I? I think it's still the end of the turn, right? Not change positions. This turn, all monsters you control currently must attack this turn if able. Okay, gotcha. Well, does level limit area B override that? It sure does. Okay, so that's fine. I can't change that guy yet, but I can still... Okay, good. So we've got bad reaction, and we've got our witch. Or I just call it witch is a nurse. Any effect that would make your life points, your opponent gain life points, inflicts the same amount of damage to them instead. So I gain, and homeboy over here is going to take some nice damage. What? How did that not go off? Okay. That's strange. Well, I guess... that just switches it, so that's not going to matter. Okay, so I have to attack, which sucks. The trap card? Yeah. I don't see it though. Because, here, I can switch this now. Okay, so as long as this card remains face up on the field, any effect of increasing your opponent's life points is changed to... Okay, so I'm guessing... Okay, any effect that would make... So this overrides this, which basically makes this kind of yeah. Okay. Switch back. Not that it matters. And of course the frickin' cat shows up. Okay. So I guess the bad reaction is like, no, you can only do one. Well, that kind of sucks. And I've got a bad reaction in my hand. At least I'm stalling him now. That level limit really helps with the stall. Wabaku. Battlemania! God dang it. He keeps switching my frickin'... Ugh. Do I want to flip my cat? Oh, no, because I'll have to attack with it. Oh, no, wait, hold on. Okay, yeah, it would actually make me attack it. So even though it wasn't changed per that card, the effect of making them attack if they're in attack mode. Okay. Come on, gift card. Because the reason I was thinking of flipping the cat, and I probably should have, was because the cat would have helped me get a gift card. Oh, look at that, Regeki. But now we're in better shape. I don't even have to use Regeki now. But here, we'll flip the cat. See, having 2 cats is fine, 3 cats is too many. Because now I can grab a gift card. Set it on top. And end our turn. You got glass slippers. To a fairy monster against 1,000 attack. This card go to a non-fairy monster. It cannot attack. Also, it loses 1,000 attack. This card is sent. Okay. Hope you can only use the effect of gotcha. Frickin' slippers. There's really not much you can do. Here's our gift card. Change my kitty. Set this. And hope he doesn't frickin' MST it. I did not think I would beat him with this deck. Wow. I didn't think I would beat him with this deck. Look at that, he gave me a Necroface. Extrude, and oh, 2 Necrofaces, nice. Yeah, I actually hadn't beaten him yet, but I guess that works. What does this guy got? Oh, he has spirals. I don't really want to face the spirals. Oh, Avenging Fairies. That would be tough. Actually, let's try it. Let's just see what happens. Because he does counter fairies. So I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work. Because he may counter a whole bunch of my stuff. Decisions. The only thing I'm worried about is that if I put her out there, I definitely want to put her face up so that I can get this effect. But if I don't level limit area B, she'll probably get destroyed. But if I do level limit area B, she'll probably get destroyed. Screw it. Sanctuary in the sky. Damn, that gift card combo is nice. Ooh, another one. I'm gonna hold her for now. Sanctuary of Parshath. Yeah, they're not gonna put anything up there for a while. They're just putting their... Oh, another gift card. The only thing about this is that I'm fairly certain they've got a counter down here. I'm hoping it's something like Solemn Scolding, because even then that's fine, because they're still going to take the damage. I just don't want them to get a fairy face up first and then activate it, so let's do that. I'll activate the gift card right when they draw. Let's see, do they have a counter? Oh, it's Solemn Judgment. Oh, well, I guess that is technically good because he took a little bit less. Instead of taking 3,000, he took 2,500, or he paid 2,500. So yeah, I knew he was going to eventually do some of that. Upstart Goblin. Oh, you're going to Solemn Judgment that too? Wow. I guess he really didn't want me to get a card. But yeah, so far he's hurting himself pretty bad here. I'd feel more comfortable if I had a Marshmallow. Soul Taker. Can't do anything with that. At least not yet. Am I still into judging? No, I haven't judged in a long time. It's been a long time since I've judged. I'd like to do it again, but unfortunately, there aren't really any events that come down here to Corpus Christi. I mean, there's one every now and then, but they're really small, and unfortunately, I don't have any connections to people down here in this city to do judging anymore. Like, I still know all my old judge friends from when I was judging in Austin, but again, they're in Austin and Dallas and Houston. None of them are down here. But yeah, that's the downside of living in a smaller city. If I were still in Austin, oh heck yeah, I'd probably still be doing it for sure. But like I said, down here, there's really not a lot of... There's simply not a lot of local game stores that are really worth helping, if you know what I mean. A lot of them are kind of, meh. I'm not crazy about them. They don't seem very welcoming. Ooh, Divine Punishment. I kind of figured they would do that. And they had to do that too. Oh, you're gonna get your judgment back. I already know what they're gonna put down there now. They're gonna pay to... Actually, hold on. Let me see. Do they have anything else to negate? They don't. So hopefully if that monster stays on the field, then we should win. But yeah, like I was saying, here in my city there's really no local game stores that are big enough to really host any events. The damn it, the crowd down here is just not that big. Treat set, huh? You gonna set your solemn judgment? Ooh, look at this dude. You do a pendulum? Oh, there's the solemn judgment. If I get a gift card here, I'm gonna purposely activate the second level limit. Mask of the Accursed again. Damn it. Now I'm stalling myself. Now that I'm stalling so much, I'm almost thinking Lava Golem. because they can't get rid of my level limit. I'm almost thinking Golem. I was thinking of that. My thing is, well, let me see. Would he this card? I wonder if he would do that. Okay, how about we'll try this? Let me do this. I'm gonna activate this. Oh wow, I'm surprised he didn't try to negate that. Okay, maybe he's being smart. I kind of need that bad reaction. Let me see. I'm trying to get him to trigger his solemn judgment. There it is. See, there's the judgment. Kind of figured that was gonna happen. That's why I did the level limit area B first, because I was like, he's gonna trigger it somehow, but I couldn't trick him into doing it early. The good thing is now I can activate my bad reaction. The bad thing is now I have to end my turn. I could dark hole everything. Actually, yeah, that would probably be a decent idea. Get rid of all his... because he's already tribute set something. So yeah, let's actually dark hole it. What did he put down? Oh, he put a Neo Parshath, didn't he? Yeah, he had a Neo Parshath. And a Minerva. And a Zeradius. Okay. And now I can put my second nurse out there. With 2 level limits. Okay. So, Rain of Mercy. Pretty much anything would help at this point. Frickin' Rain of Mercies, gift cards, Upstart Goblin. Oh wait, he already negated my Upstart Goblin. So never mind. Not Upstart Goblin. Heck, even... oh, Regeki. Yeah, we're gonna save that. We're just flying through turns now, man. I'm stalling myself here. Because I can't draw any of my other cards to... Come on, Rain of Mercy. Watch that be another Solemn Judgment. Oh, Pot of Extravagance. Please don't negate this. Oh, Soul Taker. Darn. We'll set the Wallach here for now. And I have Pot of Duality in here too. I have 2 Extravagance and I have 2 Dualities. Yeah, I'm just... we're just telling the crap out of her. Rain of Mercy, thank you! Please don't negate this. Oh, you son of a... I probably should have Regeki'd first. I probably should have Regeki'd first. Got him to try and negate that. Damn. It did get negated. That sucks. Yeah, I think I probably should have tried to Regeki first, then got him to Solemn Judgment. The only good thing, he's paid himself into oblivion. He's done more damage to himself than I've done to him. It's the only good thing. And I think that's all of his... Well, no, wait. I think he put some of his judgments back in his deck. So he's going to negate some more. What do you got? Minerva again. Oh, that's good. Thank you for bringing Minerva. End your turn. Thank you. Okay, that I know that backfield is not a Solemn Judgment. Hooray! Holy crap, it actually beat him. I think it's because I got level limit area B really early. That's kind of amazing. I didn't think I'd beat him with that. Neo Parshath. That's funny. So two people that I had not defeated yet, Varus and Gore, fall to the bad reaction deck. That's funny. Because I had so much trouble, like, because his deck, that Golden Castle deck that he runs is actually pretty tough. And I think it was this one, the Chemicritter's tough too. But yeah, I beat that one and the second Varus deck. That's awesome. Now I gotta try this. Do I want to go Spirals? Spirals have such good backfield control though. Now what the hell? He's probably gonna destroy me with these Spirals. Yeah, Spirals, I mean, Spirals aren't super fast, but I think they can probably keep up with this deck. Unless I get a lot of gift cards early, I doubt that I'm going to be able to pull this off. Of course, I need the gift cards with bad reaction, or my nerves. What do we got? Okay, so we got a bad reaction, swords. Oh no. This is not a great hand. I'm going to have to burn swords. The only good thing here is that hopefully if he brings one of his agents, he hits the swords and not the reaction. Because I'm hoping I draw another gift card here. Or let me see, what would be good? The nurse. What do you got? Oh, he's gonna bring the resort. Oh, crap. Even Marshmallow's not gonna be great here. Because he has ways of getting rid of Marshmallow too. There's the agent. Oh, he's choosing me out. Really? He already guessed it that quickly? I'm so screwed now. Yep, there goes swords. And now he can just start running off the rest of his abilities. Or his effects. The Helix. Spirals are pretty decent. If you're able to start getting off their effects, like if you're able to guess that first card, the rest of the turn is going to be yours for the taking. That right there is why Quick Fix is limited to 1. And he knows what's on there now. Yeah, he knows I have a monster on top, so he can just keep doing that. That's why I'm saying if you guess it early, you can just keep bringing stuff out. Look at that. That's why I built the spiral deck that I did, because it just looks like it's amazing. And he's in. Oh my god. And he's bringing back that guy too. Man, this is getting nasty now. And yeah, he's gonna destroy my bad reaction now. That sucks. Yeah, bad reaction's gone. He cleared my field. Not like I had much of a field, but yeah. I mean, even next turn, if I survive this, yeah, I'll survive it. But yeah, he knows that it's a marshmallow, and he's gonna destroy it. He's gonna have to guess again, but he's gonna have multiple chances. Yeah, Spiral and Duel Links would be insanity. Look at that, he's gonna bring another Helix. Get right there, the other card. Man, get the resort. Such a good deck. It's a little slow, but it's a good deck. It really is. Man, that sucks. Can't use any of my abilities on them. All I can do is just set the marshmallow and pretty much wait for it to be over. I'm actually setting my controller down. Just letting him do what he wants to do. Because I can't negate or stop anything. Where's Misty? I'm surprised he hasn't brought Misty out. Oh, you're choosing monsters again, huh? Oh, are you kidding me? With as few monsters I have in this deck, and he's getting that right every time. Oh, now he's bringing the secret agent. I think it's the secret. Oh, I forget what the name is. The big dude. He's like a 28 attacker. This is getting so dirty. You gonna send them again to get another Helix? I'd bring another Helix. Just you start smashing me in the face and bring another Helix, dude. And that's exactly what he's doing. Look at that. That's beautiful. I gotta hand it to him. That's a nice set right there, man. That's insanity. I'm surprised he didn't try to destroy my Marshmallow. That's actually very surprising. Oh, so he's just pumping up his monsters now. That's weird. I guess maybe he doesn't have another, he doesn't have a Misty or anything in his hand. This is rough. Oh, great. I can't target his monster. Oh, crap, I forgot. I'm so dead. I have to target my own Marshmallow. That's bad. Oh, now I get to take my own damage. That's awesome. I'm pretty sure he can kill me now. He can... Let me see. This better not be an... Are you kidding me? How's that possible? I've got like 10 monsters in this deck. And 3 straight times. 3 straight times he's guessed monsters and it was right. I call BS. I call BS big time. Yeah, and now my Marshmallow's dead, and now I'm dead. That's straight BS. Oh, I hate that guy so much. Okay, we'll do one more. Ooh, let's... Oh, wait, y'all were talking about Trickstars earlier. Is this our Trickstars? Yeah, this is a Trickstars. We'll try that with this deck again. Yeah, they were talking about Trickstars. But yeah, like I said, I haven't been able to get into Trickstars. I just don't... I don't know. I don't see the appeal. I guess they have that whole cutesy waifu thing going for them, but beyond that, I don't see the point. Alright, Pot. Give me a reaction. Damn. I can't use the pot yet either. So we're going to put the cat down there. Going to set the Wallaku. Do I want to set the gift card yet? Let's hold. Let me see. Yeah, let's hold the gift card because even when I call bad reaction with cat, I won't be able to use it quite yet. Damn. Damn. All backfield, alright. Trickstar reincarnation. Oh, you suck. God damn it. Oh, you suck so much. Now I wish, because she look what she threw away. Freaking gift card, soul taker, and a freaking pot. God, I hate her. Alright, we're gonna put that down there. Do I want to grab another gift card? I want to. Let's bring the cat. Solemn Strike. Ouch. Okay, so Kitty goes away. Alright, Put the nurse up there. I'm gonna strike this one too? No. Okay. So I could attack. Screw it. Nice, that worked out. Okay, good. Monster Reborn. You gonna grab my cat? Okay. You probably just need some tribute fodder. Oh, wow, okay. Ooh, Arena Mercy. It feels like she's bricking. I think she's bricking big time here. Yeah, she's not getting any monsters. Let's see, you got a monster yet? There you go, Shining Angel. Oh, you're gonna send it in, huh? I want her to survive. Mask of Darkness. I'm pretty sure I can finish him off here. Attack for win? Ah! Cylinder. It was worth a try. My nurse is going away. Oh, they got the stage now too. I'm running out of cards. So they're gonna start being able to get their combos off now. Yep, got another one. No, my poor nurse. Wow. This deck is doing surprisingly good. I think I'm also getting lucky. Like I said, she was bricking pretty bad. She had a good 3 turns where she didn't have any monsters. We'll mess with that deck. It seems like a fun deck. We'll mess with it some more. But I'm gonna go get something to eat, guys. You all should do the same. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for subscribing, all that good stuff. Check out the forums. Check out the... what are they called? Yeah, check out the forums. Yeah. And check out the Discord as well. Until next time, guys, be safe. Don't do anything crazy. Don't overspend on your money. Wear a mask, wash your hands, and be nice to the people that work at the grocery store because they're having a really hard time right now. See y'all later.